Now let's start work with the second part of this tutorial that will do with the coding of all these buttons. And this one, maybe we should enter a combo box for the NI code as well, because that can be generated by the company itself. Let's close that, and in here, first thing first, you see the exit button. Let's right click and select event action and action perform. Now let's do that again. Event action perform. There. And right here, the first thing I like to do is I'm going to create an object there. So that's going to be, let's say, private, and I'll call that private JFrame. And this JFrame, I'm just going to call it simply frame. There. And right underneath here, in the procedural area of the button itself, I'm going to then enter as follows: frame. Actually use let's change this one to lowercase. Frame equals new JFrame, and this very JFrame, I'm going to give it an alias of exit. Right, and press enter. Right there, we'll now use an if statement. If, open a bracket, J option, and that's J option plain dot, that should be dot show. It's a little bit slow. Okay, let's just type it. Dot show confirm dialog. There. So if it does show confirm dialog, now in that case, I'm going to say frame, comma, confirm there. Make sure that is closed, and then enter another comma here and enter the second argument. This second argument is going to be the title, so I'm going to call that income tax and wages calculator. That's my second argument. Now the next thing is enter a comma there and press enter. Then we have J option plain, paste that in there. J option plain equals yes underscore, let's use a case for that, yes underscore no underscore option. Right, and in here I'm going to say equals J option which yes underscore that right here. Okay, so in here let's enter curly braces. In that case it's going to be system dot exit. Alright, now we have this error, so we need to import as follows. Let's click on that and import the swing. Okay, once that is imported up there, that should take care of that. Yeah, that's fine. Then we need to also import right here. Let's come in here, let's click on it so that we can import. Let's see, it should be there somewhere. If it's not there, yeah, there we go, it's right there now. So that error should be gone. Let's see the error. I think, yeah, the error is gone now. Okay, that's good. So I'm going to just save it and try out the exit. Click on exit. Yeah, nope, I don't want to exit. Yes, I do want to exit, so that is fine. The exit is working. So let's come back in here. You see this? Oh no, not the national insurance number, this very one here. I'm going to delete that. Yeah, let's delete it and just copy one of these. Copy and paste it in here. That will reduce the amount of work we need to do. So let's come straight in here and just change that to, that will be tax NI code. NI code. Let's put a C there. So NI code, we can just make that up. Okay, save that. Yeah. Okay, that takes care of that. Alright, and the other thing I would like to do is to change this to one of the components in here called date choice or date choose, something like that. I'm going to delete that anyway. So let's come back in here and right there, date chooser. Just paste that in here. There we go. So that will take care of me writing codes for that anyway. Now the next thing is, let's find out, get the name of each component and take care of the reset. That is that. Copy that and come right here, the reset, right click on it, event, action, and an action perform. So right in here I'm going to paste that, what I've just copied, then dot text, and that will be dot set text equals no. There we go. So that's taken care of. I also need to take care of the rest. So instead of going back and forth, I'm going to come down here. Yeah, there. I'm just going to copy these names and I delete what I don't want. I think that's all there is to it. I'm going to need this as well, so let's go back up here. Alright, paste, and I'll just delete what I don't want. Copy and there, and then get rid of this. Yeah. Okay. And this as well, get rid of that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to kind of like arrange the codes, make it look a bit alright. And that's it. Okay, so reset is taken care of. And the other object I would like to reset are this. Okay, these 4 objects here. So I'm going to just copy this and delete what I don't want. Okay, just copy it up to here and delete the rest. So come in here, and that is going to be, it's going to be set selected item equals 0. So 1 is taken care of. Take care of the others and then delete it all. Right, get rid of this, delete, and delete this one as well. Okay, there we go. All the errors are gone. Instead of me going back and forth copying the, checking out the name. So that's fine. So that's my reset button taken care of. So I'm going to save and run it and see how it's going to look like. Okay, let's try it all out now. And this one will be defaulted back to 0, I believe. There'll be nothing in there. check out my date. Yeah, today's date is 22nd of October. Right, that's fine. So click on reset. There we go. That is fine. I like that. Okay, let's increase this font size and exit. Then we can take care of the calculations. Select that, come straight to the properties and the font. There we go. That's font there. Okay, let's change that bold, and I think it's 24. Right. Save. I'm going to run it now. Alright, let's test it and see how that's going to work. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's good. Alright, so we'll go back onto the whole system now, and we want to take care of that calculate. Yeah, this is where the button called calculate. Okay, before I do that, let me do one thing first. You see this very one, I'm going to enter another value in there, and that's going to be 0. Yeah, so that is that. So I will also right click on it before I can take care of this calculate. So right click, go to action, perform, and in the first place I need to declare some variable. Anyway, let's declare those right up here. Okay, get rid of those, and I'm just going to say double, and that is going to be, let's say, wages. That's one of the variables. Then the other one is going to be salary, and so on. Copy that, paste that there, and just change this one to salary, and the one below, the next one, I'm going to make call that tax, and one more that will be called gross. Right, so I've declared all my variables in there. I might have to declare more. Those are the global variable I intend to use anyway. So let's come back in here. You see this very combo box, right click on it, event, action, and action perform. So right inside this combo box, I'm going to start by entering as follows using an if statement. First of all, let's copy this because I'm going to need that. So if, I think I'm going to have to put that in a bracket, if j combo payment dot, let's say get selected item, and let's assume this selected item is going to be, let's say, dot equals to maybe 2 dot equals to 1,200. Right, so in that case, let's add that. Then in that case, I'm going to say jtxt, that is on text dot set text. I'm going to set that text as 1,200, because if the wages is between the range of 1,200, in that case that means no tax. So the other one is going to be, let's copy and just paste it anyway. The other one is just going to be 0 anyway, and that will be taxable wages. Taxable wages. Right. So that is the first part of the if statement. The other is going to be else if. So let's come down here, say else if, put that in a bracket, come down here, enter my curly braces there. Else if this one is more than that. Okay, copy all of this, and let's say if it's 1750. Now we have to do some brief calculation. So copy this, paste it right in here, because the worker or the employee is entitled to 1,200 before tax. So in here I'm going to say wages equals double dot, let's say pass, so that will be pass double, and whatever we have inside here, whatever we have inside here, so it's going to be get. So copy all of that, paste it right in here, changes to get, close that, and semicolon there. And in that case, let's say tax itself equals, because this now is 1750, so it's going to be equals to 1750 minus 120 there. Now I'm going to have to convert this to string. I'm going to call it string wage tax equals string dot format, and that will be as follows. The formatted, enter that in there, dot to decimal place, that's going to be okay, comma, and what we're formatting is the tax. There we go. Alright, but I need to now assign this wage into taxable. So I'm going to copy all of this, come right down here, paste, and wage tax equals this there. So all I just need to do now is copy, paste as the second one, and I'm going to change the value that I have in here to 2,250. This becomes 2,250 as well. Paste. That is the next one. In the case of this, that's going to be, I think it's about 2750, I believe. Then finally we have another one that would be, yes, I think so. I'm gonna have to check that out. Right, so let's save it and go onto my form and just check it out to make sure I'm correct. I'll come in here, it's selected, come right here, let's see, yes, 750, yeah, that is correct. Let's go back to our code. Alright, I think I'm done. So there should be 5 in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 there. So if it's 0, the wages will be this. Okay, we might as well do one more thing. Let's come in here, the gross pay, copy that, and let's see this as well. Okay, come right in here and just enter this in there. So this is going to be this. Oh, okay, that will be that. And txt deduction dot, that will be 0 for this one. Okay, now but those are not going to work for this one because we will have to convert. Paste that in there. Whatever we have in here, we want it here. Okay, let's put 750 here. Now deduction is going to be as a result of once the tax is worked out, so I really don't need to enter the deduction here. So we can use the calculate button to work out the deduction. Alright, come back in here. So we'll be getting the value inside this. Okay, paste, that will be 750, 227, and here will be 32 here, 3,250. Alright, so let's save this and just run it and see before we take care of the button itself. Run the program. Right, so if it's, let's say if it's 2,750, there we go, we have that in there, and let's check on the right 0. Oh, we need to take care of that. That should be 0 as well. And if it's 0, all of this should be 0. And here, that's fine. Okay. If it's 0, this should be 0, this should be 0. Alright, we need to take care of that. So reset. Come back in here. Let's exit. Okay, and if it's 0, maybe just copy this 0 one. Else if it's 0, everything should be 0. Alright, that is fine. That's taken care of now. So all we then need to do now is to sort out the calculate button. Okay, so let's see now. There, 0, that's good. Yeah. Okay, now what I want to achieve now is this is going to be the value that will be taxed. Okay, we have to tax that. So once it's taxed, there should be the deduction here, and that deduction is taken out of this to give us this. Right, this is what is going to be taxed, depending on how many percent. That percentage will be added to this. Okay, another idea is for me to just work out the deduction and then finally just write 2 lines or 3 lines of code to get this working. So I'm going to exit out and just let's go in straight into the codes. Okay, right here, okay, this very code right here we do. So let's come down here and I'm going to enter, let's say, salary equals tax, and we multiply that by 20, then divide it by 100 to get the tax that will be deducted. Then I'm gonna now create a string here. So let's just copy all of these, paste it in here, and I'll change the name of these to, let's give it a name, we just call it deduction. Okay, and salary will be right in here, and then JTXT deductions, we inherit every other thing, paste that in there, and that will be for deduction. There we go. So that is that taken care of. I'm going to just copy this. So the tax here is 20%, and in here I'm going to make that 25%. Change that to 25. Okay, 20, 25, and this will be in here. We make that, let's say 27.5. Let's see, 20, 25, 27, and in here will be, okay, we can make this 30, and here we just make that 35. Okay, now if I run my program now, let's save it first and then run it. Okay, let's run it now. 12 will give you nothing. Okay, so that means the deduction in there will be 0. Alright, so in here, if we get that, that is what we get. Okay, we now need to deduct this from this to get this. Alright, so that is fine. Yeah. Okay, that is fine. Reset and exit. Okay, deduction in the very first one here will be 0, so let's go back up there and just copy that and make that 0. Alright, okay, that's fine. Now back to my total, or calculate, right click, event, action perform. Okay, right in here we need whatever we have inside the gross. So we say gross equals, I'm just going to copy all of these and dump it right in there, and this will be, I think the name is called gross. Here it is. There we go. Alright, the next one is going to be deduction. Well, let's just call that deducted. Alright, let's create another variable up here. We'll call that deducted. Right, variable deducted for deductions. We'll come right down here inside this one, paste that in there, and that will be for variable deducted. So let's say deducted, whatever we have inside deduction goes inside deducted. Now we need to let's declare a local variable here. Just call that pay. Okay, that variable is called pay. So inside pay we then say gross subtract by deducted. There. Now when that is done, we now need to assign this into the NetBeans. So we need to convert that. So copy all of that and just come right down here, paste that in here. Now I'm going to now say pay goes in here. There. Therefore JTXE net pay dot set equals wages, changes to wages, equals wages. There we go. Right, and that's all there is to it. Okay, save that. Okay, and finally I would like to add £sign to the deduction and the gross pay. So I'm just going to copy this one and just change things around, because I actually need to change them to string. So I'm going to call that G, lowercase g, uppercase, and lowercase d, and right here this is going to be gross, why this will be, the next one will be deduction or deducted. Right, now underneath the gross I'm going to say JTXT gross pay, yeah, dot set, and whatever I'm setting is going to be dot set G. Right, and the next one is for the deduction, so let's copy all of this. So type in and come right down here, paste that, and this will be S, this one will be D, and semicolon there, and that's all there is to it. So the calculate is officially taken care of. I'm going to save it and run it. Okay, and let's come in here, just select, make a selection and click on, there we go, look at that, we have our £sign, and we can add the date, it's today's date, 22nd, and in here NI number, period reference, we can just make that up. Okay, let's just say an employer, we can call that DJ Aviations, DJ Omen Aviations. employee will be, let's say, is Peter B. Zambia. Title, let's just call him Operations Manager. There. And that is all there is to it, guys. That's how you create your own, or that's how you calculate your own tax and wages using Java NetBeans. So with that, guys, I'm going to call it the end of this tutorial. I suppose you guys enjoyed. You all have a nice day now. Bye for now.